want you guys to check out the bike path on this newly built neighborhood. I know it's kind of crumbling right there. They put in this bike path before they even started building the houses. You know what? I'm just gonna turn it up to turbo because it's starting to warm up out here. I don't really want to run out of energy sooner than I need to. If you're just joining, good morning. Boy, it's quiet. Nobody said hello in chat yet. Jesus Christ. Is the stream even going? Not much point in doing these things if people don't say hi or hello. What do we got here? Mike, good morning. Hey, Mike. Thanks for saying good morning. You're the first person to say something. I was beginning to wonder why I was even out here. Oh my God. Not a cult. I'm remarking at this house I just rode by. They're like, you know how there's like a door and then two windows on the side sometimes? On the two windows they had Trump 2024. Such weird behavior. These people are so weird. Morning. Morning. Oh, lady on a tricycle. That was cool. I've got nothing in mind today. Just thought we'd ride around. If anybody wants to chat in chat, say something. But we're just here in Carmel. The farmer's market is going on this morning, but I'm trying to avoid the area because I don't want to be around crowds. Frog, morning. Morning. So if you're watching the stream this morning, where are you guys at? Where are you in the world? You don't have to be super specific. I'm just always kind of curious as to where people are. Oh, and by the way, please give me feedback. How does the stream look? The video quality and everything. My MacBook imploded on me last week and I had to get it serviced and get an all new logic board installed. It kind of made last week's stream go all to hell. So I'm hoping that everything's functioning well and looking good, and that means it's working the way it should be. Chicago, lucky you. Now, Chicago proper or Chicago region? And I love Chicago, by the way. Helsinki, oh man, let's trade places. I'll come to Helsinki, you come here, and we will just leave everything that way. I want to come to Finland so bad in the winter. Not interested in the summer. Actual Chicago, good. I really want to come there and do this for a critical mass ride. But working out the logistics of getting my big urban arrow there and, you know, having a place for it overnight is very problematic. I mean, I can haul it there. I can rent a minivan and haul my bike there, but what I do with it overnight so that it's secure, I do not know. But there's no other city I want to go do that in other than Chicago. It just looks amazing. Klaas, hello from the Netherlands. Hey. Thanks for showing up, man. Netherlands, it's what, almost 5 p.m. there? Almost dinner time. Of course, for me, it would be past my dinner time. Karsten, hey buddy. I'm glad you made it. I think you're catching on by now that, like, I schedule these streams, but I don't actually mean to show up at the time that I scheduled them. I kind of schedule them for later in case something gets in my way or slows me down, but I almost always start them earlier than scheduled. I don't particularly love this street, but I do love some of the houses on this street. Oh, and I think I already passed a couple of them. Frog, have you ridden in some of the critical mass rides? And if so, how does that go? Like, do you guys feel pretty safe while you're doing it? I mean, in regards to you don't have interference from, you know, angry and aggressive people in cars. Does everything go pretty well? And what's the mood? Are people normally pretty laid back and chill, or do you happen to have some of those guys that tend to get a little overexcited, a little loud, a little out of control? I'm in the mood for something a bit more calm. I love the flowers at these houses. That's why I'm pointing the camera there. A white picket fence is a nice touch too. Carson, you're out on your bike. You still on vacation? Must be putting asphalt somewhere because I smell fresh, hot asphalt. We're gonna go get back on the Monon Trail. Could use some shade. Oh, I hope it's not too busy. I don't feel like dodging people. But I guess it would be boring without people, huh? No, Karsten, you're out. Oh, shopping for the garden, buying more plants. It's not too late in the season to get stuff in the ground. I think we've planted all that we're gonna do in our garden this year, and then we'll pick it up again next year. Trying to get it thicker and thicker with things for the pollinators. Okay, Frog answered my question about Chicago critical mass. So overall, I've had good experiences. The people are actually pretty chill. Winter rides thin out. That makes sense. Past couple of months, I've had some pretty angry drivers. So do you guys not get any sort of protection from any law enforcement to like ride behind you? Is it just pretty much a rogue event that you just take the streets and that's that? Because I thought I saw some videos or photos and I swear I saw you guys being followed by police cars. And I thought, oh, okay, it's coordinated with the city and they kind of help out, but maybe I saw wrong. Chicago would be the most sought after US destination if they just got the cars under control and made those Chicago streets for people, transit, bikes. Because I think alone Chicago is the most unique and architecturally beautiful city in the US. But the streets just suck. Or should I say roads? They're roads, they're urban highways. Chicago cops show up to hurt us, never to keep us safer or collab. Sounds about right. I'm sorry it's that way. Shouldn't be, but it is. I just had the camera pointed to me because it tends to render the video better going through all this foliage when it has something up close to focus on. I think whenever I turn it around this way, it starts working really hard on that extra moving foliage and the video quality goes to garbage. Would you agree? So my stats say we got 12 people watching. Thanks to all 12 of you. Jesus. Karsten, I'm coming up behind a recumbent bike. Well, they're still a ways up ahead of me, but just reminded me of you. I know that's what you ride a lot. You're yellow, right? You're yellow recumbent. guess I'm just gonna keep going this way because the shade feels really good. Oh boy.
That is one hell of a setup.
It is. A real bike. Getting passed by the weekend warriors.
But I was mad at him that Christmas.
Oof. Well, if you guys say that the stream is going well and looking good this morning, then that confirms it. Last week, whenever we were out trying to do a stream and capture a bunch of roundabout footage for Not Just Bikes that he requested, stream went all to hell. It was glitchy the entire time. And I was thinking that it was the streaming rig here on the bike, but it turns out it was my MacBook back at home that was processing and encoding and uploading the stream. It was having hardware failure. Goddamn. So that's what happened. But fortunately, it was still under warranty. I took it to Apple. They put a new logic board in, and we have a fully functioning laptop again that's now processing the stream. Does my camera view change or is everything fine? I can't tell if that bump made my tripod go this way. Everything look fine to you guys? TH says, good morning. I'm around, but not so much to the chat. Have a nice and calm ride. Oh, are you putting this on as background, TH? That's fine with me. I'm all good with that. But thanks for coming by and letting me know and saying good morning. Put the camera forward because we got a bunch of people and, well, we're a people watching stream, aren't we? Guess we're just gonna keep going this way on the Monon. We're headed north. Headed north towards the town or city, I don't really know how you'd classify it, of Westfield, Indiana. Actually, I think we're in Westfield's township now. My brakes are so dramatic. Ooh, there's a lot of people up here. A lot of people out this morning. Oh, I bet the stream is processing this area really horribly, but this is a beautiful area. Super shaded, tons of dense tree cover. It looks good in my eyes. I apologize that it's probably not coming through quite as brilliant. But let me assure you that it's nice. Oh boy. A lot of walkers. This path needs to be double its width. but we can segregate bikes and people walking to make it safer and more efficient. Weather's not bad, it's just a bit warm, but in the shade it's pretty darn nice. I'll get off the trail just to kind of show you what it looks like whenever you get off the trail. So we have multi-use paths that spiderweb east and west off of the Monon, the main boulevard. So it turns into things like this. And this is a somewhat, suburban setting now, but it's just nice to be able to get places easily whenever you get off that main rails to trails. And that's what makes this work, is having a good multi-use path network that works off of a main trail. I'm half tempted to go a new way this morning. I got here at the next intersection. I've always gone straight, I think, or right, but maybe we'll go left and see where it takes us. I don't know what the path network is like as you go that way, so maybe it would be interesting to find out. Bump. Stupid bump. I'm gonna have to park the bike in a minute and check on my tripod because I feel like it's leaning back towards me. Are the multi-use paths mostly paved? Yeah, they all are. Oh, god damn. I can't think of any unpaved pathways. Let me just stop. Yeah, the damn thing is tilted back. How can I easily remedy this? Let me just bring the front ones down a little bit. I think it's straight. Still looks a little damn it. Okay, that looks okay. I think it's fine. If you guys notice that the view's unbalanced, let me know. God, I got off that path and now it's hot. I don't really know if I want to go out this way or just go back to the Monon. You know what? Not really in the mood for overheating. I'm gonna go back to the Monon. We'll ride back to Carmel, but actually we could go to the other side, I think. A four-way stop, I guess. I haven't ridden on this side. Can I cross the bridge? I think. Guess we're gonna find out. Yes, looks like I can. Nice. Love it whenever there's fully accessible paths on both sides of a roadway rather than just one. That's exactly how it should be. Love that. Oh, and this one's smoother. This side is smoother than that side so far. Oh yeah. we're learning something today. Learning that riding on this side of the path is much better than riding on that side of the path. Plus, there seems to be fewer conflict points with the path and a street. Good God. Eat the bumps. I think the bumps keep getting my tripod out of whack. Fight the urge to cuss. Stop here in the shade and check my damn tripod again. God damn it. If you ever get the idea that maybe you want to become a live streamer from a bike, don't do it. It's just a pain. Just a constant pain. It's a drain of money. Don't get me wrong, it can be fun. But I'm finding that the times of enjoyment versus the times of frustration, the balance is starting to flip. Good morning from Salt Lake City. Good morning, Mike. Don't fight the urge, Brandon, just cuss. I'm trying not to cuss so much because I always kind of view it as a sign that somebody lacks intelligence or emotional intelligence if they cuss too much. I mean, I don't mind it here and there. S-bomb, F-bomb, whatever, every now and then, that happens. But if every other word is F this, F that, then sometimes you just kind of like, you don't want to be around those people. But also, it's insanely frustrating how relieving it is to like sprinkle in a cuss word whenever you're frustrated. For some reason it kind of helps. I don't know, whatever. Much better now. I'm in that quandary of want to be in the shade for me, but in the shade with all the foliage, it makes your viewing experience horrible. Because it doesn't process foliage very well. My light is on. Let me turn my light off. So are any of you watching the Olympics? I'm not into sports at all. Like, I stopped caring about sports after I was like a preteen or a early teenager. The arrogance. As an adult, I've never cared about sports, but it's been on in our house because my wife, who also doesn't care about sports, oddly has been watching a ton of it. But she's Brazilian, and we've been watching a major Brazilian channel, basically Brazil's version of CBS, right, or NBC. We get Brazilian TV at home. So she's been watching a ton of it. For some reason, she like throws out that whole I don't care about sports until the Olympics come around, and then she likes to watch Brazil compete. So it's been on a lot. And something I keep noticing is that people are always like, wow, look at that 14-year-old or 15-year-old, whatever, I don't know how old they are, they're always commenting about how young people are doing amazing things with sports, right? And to me, I'm thinking, who freaking cares? Yeah, it's not a big surprise that young people are good at shit. Like, that's when your mind and your body, Jesus Christ, is performing at like peak performance, okay? You want to show me something impressive, show me the oldest people competing in the Olympics. That's impressive to me. So the upper age limits of people who are there doing things, I think that's worth taking note of. Not so much the young people. Again, we know young people are good at doing physical shit. Duh. There's my old man Olympics rant. I think my tripod shifted again. I'm gonna take the camera off this tripod and throw the tripod into the street. All without saying a cuss word. Wouldn't that be funny? I don't know if you guys just saw that last guy on a bike, but that guy's name is Al. I think he's 87 years old, and that's him on his e-bike. He rides all the time. All the time. And he doesn't stop in winter. Like, he's still, as long as there's, you know, not a bunch of snow or ice, he's here riding. He's 86 or 87. You keep moving, you keep going. He's definitely an inspiration. I love seeing him out. I almost can't run an errand on my bike without seeing Al on his e-bike. The old man Olympics is called politics.
Like he's kept more.
I hate that. Sorry, Mike. I hate that. I tend not to point the camera right at me. I kind of got you guys like off in an angle so you can see what we're passing as well. How's that? That's pretty good. So I guess we'll keep going until we ride by the farmer's market. What time is it? 11:18. Probably still a ton of people there, but hopefully it's not as full as it was. Kind of wild that there's so many people that go to that. I tend to avoid it. I think it's because, you know, here in North America or here in the US, whenever we do these things like farmers markets or open streets, there's so many people that are desperate for something like that they saturate it so that it's almost too many people, right? When if we just had more people-friendly cities where this wasn't so much of an event, we wouldn't have these things being flooded by masses of people. It would just be normal living. But for some reason, the politicians don't like read the writing on the wall whenever all these people show up for these things. They're like, okay, well, we had that. Now time to close everything up so people can arrogantly drive their cars through our towns and cities and streets and neighborhoods again, making them inhospitable for people outside of cars. Love seeing people on bikes smiling. You know what? I think we'll go this way. And we'll do a circle that'll take us back to the Monon, but further down. And now you can see it, just another example of how when a multi-use path spider webs off of a main drag, it once again allows people to get places safely and efficiently. But we need more trees. My God. Definitely need more trees. Sun is just brutal. I feel like I've been out here streaming for 3 hours already. When I know it probably hasn't even been 25 minutes. Those of you who are watching, do you watch a bunch of live streaming on YouTube? Like the majority of anything I watch on YouTube, especially on a daily basis, is live streaming plane spotters around the world. So there's some excellent channels in Chicago. One of my favorites out of Chicago is Chicago Flights. They do a lot of evening and nighttime live streaming from O'Hare. Love that. There's too many of them out of LAX. And LAX, even though it's so busy, they get a bunch of jumbos. Something about LA that just bores me. I don't know. I don't like Los Angeles at all. It's just a big gray sterilized piece of asphalt, that city. Their flag should just be just gray with like white dash lines to look like a road. There's quite a few in Germany. Helsinki, there's one that I watch. I think he's called Helsinki Spotter, I think. Amsterdam has a couple at Schiphol. Oh geez, yeah, there's a bunch. So I watch these live streamers that stream from airports, and they do like there's one at DFW, Dallas Fort Worth. This guy's amazing. His name is Walt, but his plane spotting channel is just highly produced. He does such a good job. I think it's called Runway DFW. But yeah, these plane spotting channels, I love them. I just have them on. They're great slow TV to have on in the background. Wonderful. And then I think there's one out of Munich, but he does two things. He plane spots and he rides around on his bike around the area around the airport. I think I just said the word around a bunch. I think it's Munich. But he gets a ton of viewers. Like he gets like 500-600 at a time watching him just ride his bike around Munich airport. Mike the Llama, yeah. There's a lot fewer people that, are using our paths outside of the Monon, and that's unfortunate. And I think that kind of speaks to a greater problem as well, right? People flock to what they know is the easiest, most enjoyable area, which means while we do have a path network around the city, there's obviously design details that are making it less appealing to people. And obviously I think one of those is a lack of shade, right? And then another thing that kind of speaks to truth is like this park here, right? So there's people here, but at the same time, there's way too many cars here, which means people are using this as a driving destination rather than, which probably means it's fewer people from the neighborhood actually using it. We just need more neighborhood parks with no parking lots. 0 car parking. I think you're more likely to let your kids just go on their own to the park, right? If there's no streets leading to the park or no parking lot. But if there's going to be cars, parents are naturally kind of scared or apprehensive of letting their kids just go alone, and that leads to things like this. More parks, fewer parking lots. Mike Christensen says, maybe it's just you and I'm only watching live because I'm at work. Are you work from home, Mike? Or you work at a destination? But I'm happy to provide some background entertainment or noise, calm noise, while you do some work. This is definitely not going to be a long stream today because the weather is already very unenjoyable. I don't like to just be out for the heck of it in this weather. I'd rather be commuting. And we're back on the Monon. Mike says, I could work from home, but I have a co-working space in downtown Salt Lake. Ah, I see. I've only been in Salt Lake City once. It was at the airport. Landed super early in the morning coming back from Hawaii. I was actually connecting there. Had a big old breakfast in a restaurant, and that put me in a food coma for the rest of the flight on my connection. But it was really pretty looking out the windows and seeing the mountains that surround the city. That was cool. Hey Jacob Bax, good morning. This tripod is failing again. Yeah, I hear you, Mike. My wife and I are regular gym goers, but we ride our bikes there. And it works out good because the ride there is, you know, your warm-up. So you don't have to go spend any time on a treadmill, quote unquote, warming up. Oh my God, PSA to people that ride bikes. Just wear headphones. Don't attach a speaker to your bike and blast your music. It's rude. I don't want to hear your music. Nobody else wants to hear your music. Let's not make our public spaces any louder than they already are. I gotta check my tripod again. And it's falling backwards. God damn it. I'm gonna have to figure out how to fix this. We'll stop here for a minute so I can get a drink. Mike says there's much more to see in Utah than just the view from the airport. I know, I'm sure there is, but I'll probably never see it. I have to have a very explicit reason to go anywhere. We can just stop and watch this intersection for a moment. How about that? Do some intersection watching. And it'll give me a minute to take a photo. I haven't taken a photo because I'll need to replace the thumbnail that I'm using. It's not a very good photo, but it'll work. Whew. If you guys want to see around, there's housing right here. Looks super nice. And then more housing over there, and obviously the path. Jesus, she's tall. At least I think she's tall. Look at all these people. Wonderful. Love the sound of bike bells in the morning and the afternoon and the evening. Bike bells are awesome. Oh my God, don't hurry. Just take your time. The person in the car can wait. All right. Should we ride down Monon Boulevard? I think once we get to the other end, I'm gonna wrap up the stream. The humidity, I mean, even though the heat's not terribly high, once you factor in the humidity, it just sucks out here. And again, it's not a big deal if I'm like headed somewhere, but I'm just out riding around and that's not my jam. Bunch of fragile commuter pickup truck men cutting through here. Need my pickup truck to go to the grocery store. You know, let's face forward so we can watch people. Oh man. It feels like it's just been super humid for so damn long. I want it to stop. Yeah, it says it's 73% humidity right now. That's just too much. Oops. Excuse me. Here, let's go stop up here and take a look around. What is this? Oh, God. One of these days, people, I'm gonna quit complaining about my brakes and actually get them fixed. Ah, that's what's going on. That's a really nice setup though. Brews on the Boulevard. Carmel, Indiana. So what, gonna be some sort of beer festival over here, looks like. Thanks, Jacob Bax, for hitting the weather command, by the way. Helps give everybody some context. Actually, I don't know, I won't go to the other side. Yeah, you see over here, they got some stuff set up. I just love this beer barrel thing. I don't drink anymore, but that's cool. Brews on the Boulevard. They kind of closed down some of the streets, even though I think it should be permanent anyway. This area should just be closed to cars, period. They got it blocked off over there. And then they got a stage here. I guess there's going to be music. Yeah. I definitely won't want to be here later. Alright, let's keep going here. Keep going. Get the hell out of here. Oh, Actually, you're supposed to get over to the left side because that's the pedestrian path, mama. This was a bad design. It's always like this. It's always pedestrians on the bike path. And it's not necessarily their fault. It's that way because of poor design. The design could have been better to prevent this problem. Oh, Karsten says you can ride your bike to the Berlin airport. Did I summarize that properly, Karsten? Can you ride there as easily as you can ride to Schiphol in Amsterdam? And how's the bike parking there?
Oh my God.
Like, can you securely park your bike at the Berlin airport? Go on a trip, come back, and it'll be there. By the way, we're going to be coming out at the farmers market area here in just a second. I think it's winding down because it definitely looks not so busy, thank goodness. And the bike valet is all packed up and gone, so yeah. A bunch of people chilling over there. And here's where the farmer's market is. But it's winding down. I can still smell good food though. Oh, unhealthy food. I guess that doesn't make it good. Tasty, not healthy. Huge difference. All right, we're just gonna weave through these people. Look at that, so simple. Oh my gosh. Oh, you ride on the airport. Okay, sorry, Karsten, I misunderstood. I think I know what you're talking about. I think I've seen that. I think Bicycle Dutch went there and actually documented it and wrote about it, unless a Dutch airport did that as well. Okay. Guys, I hate to do this, but I think I'm gonna end the stream and head back home. Just don't love the weather. But I'm gonna go back to a place, oh wait. Let me go get on the planter protected bike lane and show you the crappy way that I have to do that. And then we'll go to this shaded small parking lot where I've started and stopped the stream before. So I wish there was a tiny roundabout here so that it made crossing easier. Carmel has made no good connection from the Monon back where we were to get over to this planter protected bike lane. Yeah, Jacob Bax, you know what I'm talking about. Which city was that in? So I have to take the lane here, hold my hand out to the left saying I'm gonna cross, and then cross. I hate that. And that's not very enabling for a lot of people. I can do it, but a lot of people would rather not. Ooh, we'll just go up here a little bit further and stop where all this tree shade is. Yes, thank you, Jacob Bax. There. I don't think I can even say that. Sosterberg. We'll just stop right here. How about that? Again, this humidity. Well, sorry for the short ride, but I guess it is what it is. And at least we confirmed that the new computer's working and the streaming rig is well. So it was a boring ride, guys. I'm sorry. There wasn't much going on. I'm not very lively this morning. Sometimes I wonder why I do these streams. I don't know what I bring or provide to make this worth watching. Anyway, okay. Thanks to all you that showed up. I appreciate you. It's nice to have some people to ride around with and converse with. I appreciate that. So I hope you guys have a good rest of your Saturday. And now I'm going to spend the next week maybe thinking about what should we do for the next ride. We went to that like posh looking neighborhood 20 minutes that way, west. What was it called? The village of West Clay. And if you look in the stream history, if you haven't seen that, it's in there. It's like 4 or 5 streams ago. The metrics told me that people actually kind of enjoyed it. So we could always go back there. I don't know. I'll think about some stuff. I don't really have anywhere else that I'm taking the stream like travel-wise to right now. I have to go to Brazil later this month, so there'll be a couple weeks where I can't stream. But I should get another few streams in before then. Anyway, talked to myself for too long here. I'll see you guys later. Have a wonderful Saturday. And again, thank you for showing up. Whew. Swampy out here.